Hello stylers, we all have that one item in our closet or several items in the closet, something that we got from the thrift store, something that was handed down. This is an old sweater set from my mom. It is a skirt and a top. I'm going to take this and transfer it into something beautiful, gorgeous, and sexy. If you're interested to see how I went from this to this, then stay tuned. So this sweater set, like I said, I got from my mom's closet. She had a few others. She was throwing them away. It is from the Avenue. I love the rib detail down on the skirt as well as the top. I see potential in it, and it could be very flattering and fitting to my body. The skirt is very loose. This outfit has absolutely no shape to it. I'm thinking of cutting the top to make it like either a crop satin skirt or to make it an actual dress. At this time, I'm thinking of making either a crop set or actual dress. Like I said, I like the rib detail on the skirts. So right now I'm sitting down and I just looked up sweater dresses, crop sets, and I'm just looking for inspiration. I usually do this when I'm creating something that I haven't made myself or have an ideal in mind. I like to look at other things to see how they've been made before I just go and start cutting. So right now I am starting off with the first thing, and that is removing the waistband. I'm just taking a seam ripper and I'm just going through and cutting the seams so that I can have as much fabric to work with. The skirt is pretty long, but I don't want it just to cut off the waistband and take any of that length, because I want to be able to have room for a seam allowance and so they can still come at least to my knees. Once I have removed the waistband, as you can see, I have a few holes in it. That's because the seam ripper, if you're not too careful, you can puncture your fabric. So now I'm going through and I'm looking at the top and trying to figure out still if I wanted to make it a crop set or if I wanted to attach the top part, the sleeves and shoulders to make to attach it to my skirt. So right now I'm just going off, I'm cutting that bottom part of the top, which has the rib details that matches the skirt. So this is the bottom half of the top that matches the details, the rib details that matches the part of the skirt. So now I'm just deciding if I want to attach these together to create the top of the skirt. At this point, I still don't know what look I'm going for, but I know I want to use these two pieces. So this is the skirt as it is cut on me. The waistband has been removed. Once again, it has no type of shape, no structure, but I know that I want to use it for the overall dress. This is the bottom half of the top, and again, I am just lining these two up and see how they will look together. This is where I come up with the idea to do the off-the-shoulder sweater dress. So right now I'm just laying out the skirts, the top of the skirt and the bottom part of the shirt, which is going to become the top of my dress, and I'm just lining them up and seeing how they will look together, and then I'm going to go about and see how I can attach them so that I have enough room for that off the shoulder look. I removed the hem at the bottom of the shirt so I can have more room to work with. So once I remove that bottom hem so I can have more fabric to work with, I go through and I attach the top of the skirt with the bottom part of the shirt. And I find the middle of the skirt and the middle of the top of the shirt, and I line them up so that it's even as possible, so I can have enough room for my arms and to give that slouch off the shoulder look. over the top layer just to see how it will look attached to the skirt. I just want to make sure that it looks good together. I try my best to align the rib details. It's not necessary, but I just like how they look together. One cohesive line going down. Once I have that all pinned around, I'm going to take that to my sewing machine and do a straight stitch along the top. I try my best to keep the seam as straight as possible. It will help with the wear of the dress. Once I have attached it, I try it on and see how much I need to sew on. I didn't sew all the way around because again, I want to leave room for my arms. So I'm just marking where I need to continue to sew so that it can be a complete dress. I add a pin so I know where to start and stop sewing on all 4 sides, well, the 2 fronts and the 2 backs. Again, I go back with a straight stitch, keeping the seam as straight as possible to align up with the first seam. Again, I leave rooms on the side for the armholes. Well, will become the armholes. Again, I go back and just secure my work, just check my work just to make sure everything is lining up correctly. Okay, once I've done all that, I tried on one last time just to see how I want it to fit. I put it exactly how I want it to fit on my body, and then I take a piece of fabric chalk and I mark down the side seams. This is allow me the exact placement of where I wanted to bring it in, because I want to give this skirt a bit more shape for my body. I want it to become like maybe a bodycon dress. So with my French curve ruler, I line that up along the curve underneath my bust and around my hips, my waist and hips, and I use that to make a straighter line so that it's easier for me to see when I'm sewing. Again, this is to add structure and that stylized seam for the curves of the body. And then I just take a straight ruler to just make a diagonal line so that I can bring the bottom of the skirt in to have that more tapered pencil skirt effect. And then I just put a few pins in just to help with lining everything up so that the fabric doesn't move when I am sewing it. My seam line marked out with my chalk on both sides, I go through and do a top stitch along both sides of the dress. I don't do a back stitch at the beginning and the end of this stitch because I want to leave room in case I need to bring it in or take it out. Once everything is the way I like it, I do try it on again so that I can see how it looks on my body, and then once I see how it fits, I do go back and I add another seam about 1 inch in. Once I have tried on for the third and final time and how everything fits, I go and I trim away all of the excess fabric. Okay, stylists, once I fit it on for the last and final time, I went through and did a roll and tucked hem along the top off the shoulders part, as well as the part that will actually sit on the actual shoulders, and the underarm, which will become your armholes. I gave these a nice clean hem for a nice clean finish, and then I went and I did a zigzag or overlock stitch on all the connecting seams for a nice clean professional finish. And once you've done that, stylist, you are done. God, stylists, I had so much fun putting together this video. I hope you enjoyed. This is the finished look. I would like to go back and readjust the off the shoulder part. As you can see, it's a bit loose and kind of just hangs down, but I do like that effect. This is perfect for the holidays. You can wear it to Thanksgiving, a night out with your girls, or on a dinner date. I absolutely love this dress. I love the way it fits me. I had so much fun putting it together. I hope you guys enjoyed. Okay, stylists, see you guys in the next video. And always remember to love yourself fully. Until next time.